This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
Lower the track bar a little bit. That's about it.
Okay, we got a crash on the track right now, guys.
And that looks to be Rick Crawford and two other trucks involved as Crawford spins. Some trucks trying to get slowed down. One truck looks like it may have gotten tagged. It may have been Brian Sockwell. Let's take a look as he spins around. No, that's the 90 truck. Oh, a tough break for Lance Norrick with a brand new sponsorship on board. A great qualifying effort, the Express Personnel Services Chevrolet. And also involved, there's Crawford, who we saw him spinning early on.
Yeah, I think that's where the accident started, with Rick Crawford spinning and Lance.
Personnel, see what happened here a moment ago on lap 14.
That's Travis Quapple, it looks like, on the bottom of the racetrack. Got out of control, saved it. See, there's Rick Crawford spinning down the apron there. He probably turned left to avoid Travis Quapple and lost the car. There's Rick Crawford. Travis Quapple's already back up on the racetrack. And here you watch the trucks coming off turn number 4. You see there's Lance Norrick and the 90 truck get turned around by that blue truck right there.
They may put a couple other Winston Cup guys in some of his trucks to have some fun. And Mike Skinner, you know how much fun this really is.
I tell you, I'm one of the guys that wants to drive that truck.
Whoa, somebody's sliding
here.
Sideways up out of, that's 99. That's Tim Fedua in the Jack Roush Racing Ford. Fedua driving the second truck out of the Jack Roush's stable, and he spun around. And of course, Timmy, a veteran driver. A lot of Busch Series starts. Let's see if we can find out what happened to Timmy when we come back to Daytona. See what happened.
Watch the top of the screen there. Right at the top there, you see it was Timmy starting to turn around. He looked like he got a little help from a blue and white truck. It might have been down in Newenberger, but I'm sure it was inadvertent. Timmy may have pushed off the corner, got in front of him, and there he is making some contact with the inside wall.
And let's check in the pits with Amy for pit stops.
There's also doing 4 tires over here, and we have a crash on pit road as Hornaday gets into it with number 50, John Wood. Hornaday stayed on the lead lap because of the caution that came out, but now another tough break in the pits as he makes contact. Now we see the front fender of the 50 there is going to have some damage on it, so John Wood will have to come back to pit road to get some service.
4th truck on the inside of pit road there. Watch, you see him pull out there. Hornaday's trying to get to his pit, and John pulls out and pulls right into the side of Hornaday.
And that spins the two-time series champion around. The Wolverine Chevy sits there twice, giving them 10 to go, and that's what they call in racing terms a pancake. We'll come back and show you what happens to 20-year-old John Wood. We can see what happens.
He just goes into turn number 3. He's in the throttle. He must have felt the tire going down, because you could hear him back off the throttle. The truck turned off. Turned to the right, went up to the wall, and hit the wall. He got out of the throttle enough to keep it from making significant contact with the wall, but it was enough to necessitate some repairs on pit road.
Chances are, with all the sheep.
We are under caution at Daytona. Caution coming out on lap 90 with 10 to go. And the reason for the caution was back down the back straightaway. That's a chicane there. And that's the MB&A Chevrolet of Coy Gibbs, heavily damaged in the front end. Apparently there was contact. Lance Norrick was involved. Brian, the 54 truck, Brian Sockwell was involved. And
Joe shut the door on him.
Terry Cook's in a good spot right now.
Terry Cook has not...
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Oh, trouble in the back straightaway. Hard into the wall. Goes the 60 truck of Travis Quapple. 5, 6, 7 trucks involved. Matt Crafton sliding sideways.
Lance Norrick in the 90 truck.
Heavy contact by Matt Crafton on the inside wall. Lance Norrick in the 90 is involved. There's Norrick's truck is rolling.
Billy Lester was involved in the 8 truck.
That big a crash right there, we're probably going to see the green-white checker.
Well, there is Bill Lester. Bill Lester moving around using the radio, trying to get his truck refired. You see him with that left hand on the switch. There is Lance Hooper. Oh, what a tough break for Lance Hooper, who had a great race going. Former Southwest Tour champion and Winston West champion. Hard contact by the 60, and he's driving that truck away. Travis Quapple, actually rookie, say it's a Caterpillar sponsor. This thing will run. You can't hurt a Caterpillar. Under caution. Here's what happened a moment ago.
See, Jason Leffler, for some reason, came down away from the wall, got in the back of Travis Quapple, turned him around. That's what started this accident. And the rest of these guys had absolutely nowhere to go. The smoke and trucks in the middle of the racetrack. And you see Rick Crawford flying through the infield. See if he can avoid Billy Lester there. He does, fortunately.
I just wonder if the 5 and the 2 got together just a little bit and turned the 2 down into it. Look at this again.
You're right, Mike. You might have the 5 might have gotten to the left for a quarter of the 2, and that's what turned him down to the inside, because that's not like Jason Leffler, just a turn left right there. So I think Mike's probably right.
Not with all Jason's experience in a Winston Cup and Busch car. And a tough break. Travis Quapple head on to the wall, but he drove it away.
All day, but this ought to be pretty good.
All right, hold your breath. Here they come. 3 laps to go. Make it 2 to go. That time by. It'll be white flag next time by. Ken Corelli, hold him off. Remember, Terry Cook has not won since August of 1998. Corelli won 2 years ago, and Robert Presley has never won a NASCAR Craftsman truck race because he's never run one until today. Here goes Presley.
Got Ted Musgrave on the inside going with him, and Brian Rose. The 3 Dodgers lining up on the inside.
And it's Chevrolet and Ford on the outside. Here comes the Dodge contingent.
Rick forgot what Kevin told him. Make that thing wide.
And Presley gets a shove by Musgrave.
4 Dodgers, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Now 4 is Brian Rose. The 4th Dodge, by the way, is the defending race winner, Joe Ruttman, in the Obies Dodge.
White flag.
White flag, that time by. And Robert Presley trying to hold on to win his first NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series race in his very first start. No one's done it since Mike Skinner did it back in February of 1995.
Is Brian Rose, Robert Presley's teammate, going to help Ted Musgrave?
Talking about the 3rd place truck there, the 4. Will he help the 1 draft by? Final lap there in turn 3. Robert Presley, 2nd generation driver. Can he hold on? Here comes Musgrave, the veteran, 46 years of age. Presley's 42. Lots of Winston Cup experience here in the NASCAR Craftsman trucks. They come down, and the Florida Dodge Dealers 250 goes to Dodge and Robert Presley.
Got a happy bunch down there on pit road from Bobby Hamilton Racing.
There's Bobby Hamilton up. Said, now you can breathe, Bobby. Danny Gill and company down there in the pits. Robert said, you know what? I need to win this one for my dad, and I'll tell you why in just a moment. Let's check in with his crew chief there in the pits.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
This has been a presentation of TNT Sports.